Welcome to the section on the Occupational Health and Safety Act. This act is crucial for ensuring a safe and healthy working environment across various industries. Safety is the main priority. The safety of people comes before the protection of equipment. Always remember, safety is the key to any work attempted or done. General safety aspects are vital. Always wear your personal protective equipment and follow all safety rules. Everyone is responsible for their own safety, and there is no substitute for it. Always obey safety signs. If you witness an unsafe act, report it immediately. Prevention is always better than cure. Ensure all staff use their personal protective equipment and consult your safety officer if you have uncertainties. Stay safe and obey the rules. The Occupational Health and Safety Act, or OHS Act, is enforced by the Department of Manpower. They ensure fair treatment of workers and proper usage of the act. The OHS Act is part of larger laws ensuring safe industry operations. Other related laws include the Workmen's Compensation Act and the Basic Conditions of Service Act. Only Parliament can modify the OHS Act, making it binding to all in South Africa. Before this act, the Factories Act was the main control, but it lacked comprehensive health regulation. The objectives of the OHS Act include the right for employees to be informed and trained about dangers. It addresses industrial diseases, involves employees in appointing safety representatives, and aims to reduce conflict over safety issues. It also covers the safety of people at work, contractors, visitors, and those using plant or machinery. The motivation for the OHS Act came from high injury and fatality rates, with 10 workers dying daily. Employees have a right to safety and to be involved in related decisions. Union involvement was also key to ensuring the creation of this act, guaranteeing safety and health. The OHS Act's purpose is to protect the safety and health of workers, contractors, and visitors using plant and machinery on site. The government established these rules for everyone. Your safety and health are constitutional rights and must be protected at all times. You must be trained to identify dangers such as noise, poor lighting, bad circulation, and extreme temperatures. Obey the OHS Act rules, as the high rate of daily injuries and fatalities highlights the importance of protecting your health and safety. The OHS Act defines an employer as a person who employs and pays someone for their services, allows someone to assist in the business, or supervises people working for them. An employee is a person who works for an employer and is entitled to receive payment, meaning all paid workers are employees under the Act. A user, in relation to plant or machinery, is defined as a person who uses it for their benefit or has control over its use. If you operate or supervise others using machinery, you are considered the user. These are the differences between an employer, employee, and user. The duties of an employer include providing correct personal protective equipment and maintaining safe, risk-free work areas, plant, and machinery. Employers must also remove hazards before personal protective equipment becomes necessary. Every employer must provide necessary information, instruction, training, and supervision for worker safety. No worker should be allowed to perform work without proper measures against health and safety risks. These duties ensure a safe working environment. Employers must take proper steps to enforce the OHS Act requirements on their premises and apply strict health and safety discipline. Remember, the OHS Act applies to everyone in the country, not just big companies. This act is relevant to us every day. Employers must also ensure that all workplaces comply with OHS Act conditions, including machinery, protective equipment, and working procedures. They must also enforce measures to prevent anyone from being injured or becoming ill. Other employer duties include providing health and safety training, reporting all incidents and dangerous occurrences, and appointing safety representatives. The employer must also establish a safety committee, which is the main body for health and safety discussions. Additional duties for the employer include providing first aid facilities, ensuring fire protection, providing welfare facilities, and informing the factory inspector of any changes. These measures ensure a comprehensive safety net. Every user of plant or machinery must be properly trained and authorized, ensuring they are competent. This means users must have the necessary skills and training to operate the equipment safely and avoid harm. Duties of a manufacturer or seller of machinery include ensuring the equipment is safe when properly used and not dangerous to health. They must also test the machinery to ensure its safety and provide instructions for safe use. They must include a clear guarantee of safety. Every employee's duty is to take reasonable care for their own health and safety, and that of others. This includes caring for personal protective clothing, carrying out lawful health and safety orders, and reporting any unsafe or unhealthy situations or incidents immediately. No person shall intentionally or recklessly interfere with, damage, or misuse anything provided in the interest of health or safety. This includes personal protective clothing and equipment, which must be respected and properly used to maintain safety. The OHS Act defines the person using moving machinery as a user. Therefore, all regulations for users apply when operating such equipment. Moving machinery includes items like revolving machinery, circular saws, band saws, and wood planes. Additional examples of moving machinery include wood molding and mortising machines, sanding machines, grinding machines, shears, and guillotines. Users must adhere to all applicable regulations for the safe operation of these types of equipment. The list continues with presses, slitting machines, mixing and agitating machines, rolls and calendars, washing machines, and centrifugal extractors. These items are also subject to user regulations under the OHS Act. The list also covers air compressors, refrigeration and air conditioning installations, transportation plants, goods hoists, lifting machines and tackle, builders' hoists, and explosive-powered tools. All users must be competent and follow safety procedures. The OHS Act also defines the person using electrical machinery as a user, requiring all applicable regulations to be observed. This includes equipment like switch and transformer premises, electrical control gear, and switchboards. Always remember that electricity cannot be seen or smelt, so do not touch it.